Good morning and welcome everybody to Championship Monday here at the 2025 Nenagh Open. It's fitting to be a great semi-final here with Daniel Womersly taking on the local favorite Brendan O'Donoghue. We're live on the Ox Billiards YouTube page. We have two streams going. This one's going to have commentary with myself, David Burney, and Rodney Goggins. How you doing, Rodney?
Good morning, Davey. How are you getting on? 2025 Nenagh Open semi-finals. Doesn't get better than this.
Referee Ernst Bazemir is going to be the man in charge. Obviously on our other stream, it's the other semi-final between Mick Judge and Davey Morris. And our chat is open, so let us know if you have any comments or questions. Do let us know where you're tuning in from. Brendan's set to break off, or Daniel, I should say. Both proficient snooker players, so this one's a tough one to call, Rodney.
Yeah. Interesting match. Great pot. Lovely cannon.
One.
Well directed. Two of them are playing very sharp. Daniel might be shading it in regard to sharpness.
Eights.
But it's going to be a tight match.
Yeah, both players can pot well. They've got the good tactical side. I think it's just, we do see mistakes. No one pots everything in sight. So whoever's going to capitalize on those mistakes.
9.
But then the only non-Irishman left. So he's got something to prove.
Out of the 4 players this morning, I think it'd be fair to say in regards to practice the last few months and tournament play of Q tours and Q schools, Daniel will be coming out first in regards what he's done.
15.
Michael Judge is only recently back, the last month or two. Davey Morris has played, I wouldn't say a lot of snooker, but kept himself going in recent months. Brendan O'Donoghue has played the Irish domestic scene, but to me, Daniel is the sharpest coming into this morning.
Dan Womersly, 15.
But that doesn't necessarily grant you victory.
Looks like Shane Saxton is chiming in and appreciative of the streams all week long. This tournament. Thanks, Shane. Appreciate the kind words. We're happy you enjoyed all this great snooker action here in Nenagh.
With the 3 Irish players that's left, it'd be fair to say in the modern day terms, 3 players of their generation. One with 7 Irish amateur championships, Brendan O'Donoghue, Davy Morris has 5 Irish Amateur Championships, and Michael Judge has 2 Irish Amateur Championships. And between them, the 3 of them, they would have 34 seasons as a professional.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Rodney, but Brendan has won this event twice.
Yes, this event has been going on since 2013. Only won by 4 previous winners. One was professional, Aaron Hill. At the time it was deemed a Pro-Am. The other 3 has been former European Amateur Champion, 2009 winner of the European version, David Hogan, and 2 former winners here this morning. One is Brendan O'Donoghue and the other Davy Morris.
1.
And Davy won it as a pro as well. Another thing in regards to 3 Irish boys
5.
left, 3 teenage prodigies. One, Davy Morris won his first ranking points tournament when he was
6.
15, September 2003. Brendan O'Donoghue won his first national ranking points tournament in December
11.
2001, beating myself to win his first. And Michael Judge won an incredible 2 or 3
12.
ranking point tournaments in the 1991-92 season as a 16-year-old.
$18.
Be interesting to how this fares. As we know, Brendan O'Donoghue, co-tournament director, but
19.
pretty much all his work is done. As we're on the final day here, you can really kind of block out all those duties and just focus on being a player.
It'll be interesting to see how much energy is taken out of him, because it can be energy sapping organising a tournament. It's not just the days that we see that we're here. It's the weeks of lead up, the contacting, the phone calls, getting sponsorship. Not easy.
26.
One of the greatest. I've been involved in Irish amateur snooker for 33 years. Be fair to say, maybe the greatest Irish amateur tournament that's ever got staged. For my money.
32.
Top class conditions.
33.
Sponsorship. The town itself has got really behind it. The Irish snooker community really got behind it. And the international community a couple of players have come over. Great to see them making the effort.
Yeah, we've had a few from mainland Europe and even some from across the pond over there in America.
39.
Daniel Womersly, current English international, won a couple of home internationals. Plays his snooker
40.
in the Northern Snooker Centre, Kirkstall Road in Leeds. I have a great affinity with that club. Used to live in Leeds 24 years ago for 14 months. Club has been open since 1974.
Brendan, 40.
mainstay of Yorkshire and English snooker.
Yes, and here in Nenagh at the venue here, the new Institute Snooker Club has been around since 1887. These walls could tell some stories, I bet.
Had an Irish amateur champion in billiards and snooker back in the 1930s, Jack Ayres. Had a 1990s champion, 1995 Irish amateur champion, Tom Gleeson. Tom also won in our first time our Republic of Ireland ever won the home internationals in Blackpool in 1993. Tom Gleeson was part of the team. And then obviously Brendan O'Donoghue, 7 times Irish amateur champion. His first being 2003. 12-year gap from his first to second win. But since 2015, has been the main player in Irish amateur championships. Didn't win it this year, but got to the final. Got beat in 5 Irish amateur finals as well, with the 7 victories. An impressive record. 3 home international men's wins as well. 2001, 2012 and 2018. The 2012 victory was a special occasion. It was the last ever snooker competition that was ever held in Pontins, Prestatyn. September it was the last day of Flushing Meadows, and tennis fans will remember Andy Murray's maiden victory that night over Novak Djokovic. I remember it well. Queen Vic, the pub, stayed open. Great Irish celebrations as well as Scottish celebration for Andy Murray.
6. Seven.
Daniel was telling me, Dave, that he's playing Q Tour this week, actually in 48 hours time. Well, technically, actually 49 and a half hours time. He's opening matches midday on Wednesday in his local club in the Northern Snooker Centre in Leeds.
13.
Yes, and our good friend Andy McCloskey, co-tournament director here at this great event, is going to be on a plane soon for Qatar to be in the IBSF World Championships. So no rest for the wicked for these players.
Yeah. There's a lot of options and in amateur snooker at the moment, isn't there? Seems to be more and more events cropping up. Domestically, internationally, pro-ams, a lot of options.
Brown ball.
You don't have to go down one road to play snooker.
True, the Pan Am Billiards and Snooker Association has gotten
18.
some great opportunities as their big championship that usually runs annually at the tail end of the summer. For their open event, up for grabs is a 2-year pro card.
Womersly, 18.
And then the senior side, trip to the World Seniors Championship in Sheffield, England, right after the World Championship concludes.
Some great prizes as well. couple of years ago, I was part of the Snooker Legends tour and the qualifiers that Jason Francis ran. Brilliant tour. Just before COVID, myself, Michael Judge and Patrick Wallace were playing in it. Tony Corrigan. Some great weekend events all around the UK and continental Europe, and a very odd occasion in the Republic of Ireland and Northern Ireland. Overcut that red.
Yeah, maybe a little first frame jitters there. Dan was mentioning before this match started that this has been his first morning match. It's all been either in the afternoon or into the evening.
Good shot from Brendan. I think universally in the snooker community, everyone woke up this morning and seen the result in Northern Ireland, and they would have had a great smile on their faces. Nothing against Judge Trump, but I think everyone in the snooker world, amateur, pro, armchair enthusiasts, will be so delighted for Jack Golowski. So happy for him.
Foul. Brendan 4 and a miss.
Brendan O'Donoghue getting the cue ball players back. 11 points. The difference in Brendan's favour.
Maybe it wasn't just because I was looking at the back line. Maybe it was a little bit this way. Brennan?
And referee Bazimer checking with both players to make sure the spot is correct, and it is. So game on.
One. Seven.
Well, both players had their chances in this first frame, but it looks like Brendan is the one that's going to be victorious.
8.
It's all there for him.
Just to keep the viewers,
14.
letting the viewers know on the score on the other table, Michael Judge won the first frame. And Stevie Morris
16.
just breaking off the second frame as we speak.
Interesting, Rodney, how you mentioned that these three Irish players were teen prodigies. It kind of echoes that famous class of '92 that they always allude to in the pro circuit.
Yeah. Interesting you say the class of
19.
92. Michael Judge turned pro in 1992 as well. That year produced some players.
23.
Tough school.
28. 28
And
scored.
Brendan will
and the
take
frame.
that first frame. It's 72-33, so he's got a one frame advantage, but there's still many more frames to go in this best of seven semifinals, and we'll be right back with frame two. And Daniel Wormsley set to break off in frame two of our featured semifinal match here on Knox Billiards YouTube page. Hola, Rodrigo, to the band. Great to hear some Brazilian friends are chiming in. Not sure if you got down there, Rodney, but if you ever get a chance to play in a tournament in Brazil, it's lots of fun. Great crew down there.
I would love to go to Brazil. One of my favourite ever football teams, and one of my favourite ever footballers came from Brazil. Zico. Loved the 1982 and 1986 Brazilian team. Unfortunately, they didn't win either World Cups, but always played with great flair.
And we can't forget Pele.
No, can't forget Pele. Winner of World Cup as a 17-year-old in Sweden, 1958.
Dan Womersly, 1.
Great player as well, Garrincha, in 1962. Carried the team when Pele got injured. Even though it goes down that Pele won the World Cup, but he was injured in that World Cup for the latter part of that tournament. And who can forget the 1970 team that won in Mexico?
And right now, Brazil definitely has something to be proud of. They have the Senna of Snooker, Igor Figueiredo, back on the tour after winning that PAPSA championship that I was alluding to in the first frame.
Great player, Igor. Good lad as well. Spoke to him in the 2024 World Seniors Championships at the Crucible Theatre. Beating Irishman in the final, Ken Doherty.
And as well, Ayrton Senna, a stand-up Brazilian, too. Taken away from us much too soon.
Oh, yes. I was actually watching that race, the unfortunate race in Imola, 1994. Loved Ayrton Senna. Motor racing was never quite the same after.
Mm-hmm.
He was kind of the Roger Federer, wasn't he, of motorsport.
Yeah, did so much to make Brazil proud. Has some rough patches, that beautiful country.
Yeah.
But they always say, he loved his racing, and is it super tragic to die what you love doing?
Yeah. I think he was only 34, wasn't he?
Correct.
Yeah.
Blue ball.
Died on 1st of May 1994. There was a documentary that got made recently, last
Womersly won.
12-year. Anyone that hasn't seen it, maybe one of the greatest ever sporting documentaries ever made. I would urge everyone to look at it. Absolutely beautiful. And some of the footage.
Yeah, he'd probably be about 65 now.
Yeah.
Wow.
3 times world champion. Won the 3 world championships with McLaren. Great rivalry with his teammate, Alain Prost. At times went beyond the rivalry.
Definitely did. But ironically enough, Alain Prost was one of the pallbearers at the funeral, so
Yeah.
as much as they battled hard, I think at the end they respected and admired each other's ability.
Team manager Ron Dennis would have had a lot of difficulties with the two of them.
Oh, jeez.
1.
Rodrigo just chiming in of the great soccer players that they have down there. But as we
7.
know, and I know, that's how I got to know Rodrigo in the land of snooker. And it looks like he's a Higgins supporter.
8.
Not a bad player to be a fan of. Great match player. He could get a 65 and John probably would roar back and get a 67.
Maybe definitely one of the greatest ever for counter-attack clearances. Great bottle.
$14.
Maybe his greatest ever clearance was 2006. Or Benson, 2006 Masters. 9-all with Ronnie O'Sullivan. And he cleared up from 50 odd points behind.
15.
And done it recently as well against Mark Allen in the second round. It was at last year's World Championships. 12-all. Mark Allen was maybe 60 odd ahead. And he cleared up to win the 25th and out of frame. It's definitely broken some hearts
22.
over the years.
23.
Name Higgins, synonymous with snooker, like the name Davis. Incidentally, Jackowski received the Alex Higgins Trophy last night in Belfast.
$30.
The two Higginses, big contrast in their styles and temperaments. One, rock steady. The other, erratic, temperamental shot maker.
But both can make clearances when they're up against it. We can't forget Alex's clearance against Jimmy White in the World Championship. So
31.
The one thing that they had, two things that had great in common: both street fighters on the table and both great bottle.
And Womersly, 31.
Concentrating on the cannon there, but still no excuse for missing it back. On the other table, folks, second frame still going. Davy Morris 24 points to 10 ahead, but Michael Judge one frame up.
One. Seven.
That's a lovely
8.
shot. Brendan O'Donoghue, one of the nicest styles you will ever see. Pushes that cue through. Beautifully, very silky
14.
style. Always had the same style, even as a kid.
$15.
this is what you got to do to hoist the trophy. Punish your opponent when they make a mistake.
Good shot. There's part
21.
of you, you're going to have to mug and maul your opponents today, but there's certain times you're going to have to steal frames from 30, 40 behind. Almost like a thief in the night.
22.
For international viewers outside Ireland, just to let you know why we are finishing on a Monday. It's an Irish bank holiday today. Should be a good few around this afternoon, I would reckon.
True.
A lot of people will be off work.
I think a few
Yellow ball.
people might have been out last night just enjoying a few festive things. It could have been a lot more festive, as we have mentioned, the big hurling match. Unfortunately, the team here from Nenagh was unsuccessful. That's a great snooker there.
Brennan, 22.
That, when you mentioned the bank holiday, it leads me into a question for you, Rodney. The World Championship ends on a bank holiday Monday in England,
Yeah.
and it's a World Championship.
Yeah.
You see where I'm getting at? What are you feeling about that?
Yeah,
Problem is,
since I was a
Brennan,
kid,
4.
that used to finish on a bank holiday, an English bank holiday. Somewhere along the line, Ireland joined up with a bank holiday on the same day. But in the 1980s, it was never an Irish bank holiday. Funny enough, every few years, the World Championships, for instance, the most famous one, the
Brennan.
Black Ball finish, 1985, that was Sunday night going into Monday morning. 1990 World Championship final got finished on a Sunday night when Stephen Hendry became the youngest ever world champion.
4 and 22, yeah.
That championships,
Yeah.
it seemed to coincide if Easter was late, it used to start on a Good Friday instead of the opening day being a Saturday, I presume because of ticket sales. Because a lot of people will be off on Good Friday and the Easter holidays.
As well, the 2020 World Championships ended on a Sunday because of the nasty COVID pandemic.
That's
They
right.
couldn't throw it on its usual time in late April into early May.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, the Olympics at that time got cancelled, so it worked out quite perfectly to put the slot in there.
Yeah. I think the 1995 one, World Championship, Stephen Hendry beat Nigel Bond, and that finished on a Sunday. So I would imagine it was nearly every 5 years. I know the 1982 World Championships that Alex Higgins beat Ray Reardon, that finished on a Sunday.
So I just scratched my head. Why not finish on the Sunday? You have the bank holiday Monday to enjoy the festivities, shall we say?
Yeah. I don't know.
And the rest of the world doesn't have to play hooky from work.
Yeah. Interesting question. So the powers to be.
Feel free to let us know if you have any thoughts on that idea in the chat. That's always a good spot for great debates about this wonderful sport of snooker. As well, we might start to introduce a new feature of Stump Rodney. He is an encyclopedia of snooker information, so feel free, fire a question. He might be able to tell you who won the British Open in 1967, if it was running at the time.
See a spectator in the crowd here. He's come down from Kildare. Not sure if he's still living in Kildare. Plays on the Irish circuit for years. Would have been part of the famous Selbert Snooker Club. Paul Arnold. Meanwhile, great pass from Daniel Wormsley.
Our friend user GI2GE, lots of letters, looks like a very nice password that won't be broken, but is mentioning that when Alex Higgins won in 1982, it went well into Monday morning.
Then Womersly, 1.
Got a cheque for £25,000 that year in 1982. Big difference between 1972 when he got £450 lifting the world title in Selly Oaks in Birmingham against John Spencer. after a weak match, 37 frames to 32. Just shows you how much snooker changed within 10 years. Both victories.
And as well, nowadays, we still get some matches that can go late, but not a lot of the real late night drama. Definitely not as late as Cliff Thorburn and Terry Griffiths back in 1983. I think the final session went to, what was it, 20-4, I believe.
Yeah, was it 351?
Something like that.
Yeah. 1983 second round victory, which featured Thorburns 147 early on in the match. That might have been the fourth frame, was it? That match?
I believe you're correct.
Big Bill Robinack was playing David Taylor on the next table. Famous scene when Cliff was playing last few balls. Bill was peeping over the curtain.
Well, Cliff got his revenge as he got that
5.
maximum and gave Big Bill a big headbutt in the hug when that final black went down.
That was lovely, wasn't it? The three of them embraced. Bill, Terry and Cliff. Great days.
Best piece of commentary ever out there.
6.
Good luck, mate.
Jack Carnham. Beautiful line. Cliff was smothering with a cold that day. He had to take a break at one stage. I think it might have been 12th to 13th black.
It certainly broke the tension. I think he mentioned to the crowd, we're going to take a little break for a second, everyone.
Yeah.
13.
Just saw Cliff actually recently. Looks just as young as he did back then.
Cliff was brilliant. Met Cliff for the first time in 2018 in Bonus Arena.
Womersly, 13.
In Hull, in England. He impressed me so much as a person. Just a superstar.
Yeah.
Looked up to him so much and said, don't ever meet your heroes. He just so nice to me, he was. Met him the following year as well at the same venue. He's a lovely man to talk to. Especially when you loved snooker back in the day. Can remember all the important big matches he played.
Free ball. Oh. Yeah. Black ball.
Brendan said free ball, but he's mentioning to referee Ernst Basinger that used to call the free ball. So, as much as it can be very tense on a snooker table, there are those moments that just break the ice a little bit. Just good stuff by Dan to get back into this match. If you can take this second frame, both players will have one in it, and it'll be game on.
Three. Four. Six. Eight. 11.
Daniel, feel a lot better. Now, nice to win your... Put a first
15.
frame on the board. Never quite in the match till you win a frame.
20.
Good pot.
26.
That'll make you feel good. Obviously, oh, little sorcery action here.
33 and the frame.
Daniel, always an entertainer, likes to have a good laugh, so he takes that frame 84 to 26 to get his first frame on the board. We're going to step aside and come right back with frame 3 action. And welcome back, everybody, to the 2025 Nenagh Open here at the new Institute Snooker Club in lovely Nenagh, Ireland, right in Tipperary County. It's David Burney in the booth, alongside with Rodney Goggins. Both Daniel Womersly and Brendan O'Donoghue have a frame apiece.
Just to let viewers know, on the match on the other table, still the second frame, Michael Judge leading 66 points to 44 with Davy Morris. Michael one frame up.
Yeah, it's slowly, some people are trickling in to take a look at it. There are some great seats in the house here. And the great deal is admission is free. And we've got some cool drinks if you're interested as well. Final is scheduled for 3 p.m.
We have some hot ones as well.
That's what Rodney likes. He's a man of his hot tea.
Good shot from Brendan. Floating the ball well this morning.
8. Nine.
Nice kiss. Won't be happy with that cue ball
14.
placement. Didn't quite get through with his usual action.
Nice recovery. Sorry, Rodney.
Sorry, Dave. Great recovery there. Line pocket. Not as easy as it looked. Certain players has certain styles. Interesting with Brendan. He can box you. But if you want a toe-to-toe war, he can go fighting with you. And what I mean by that, obviously, tactically, very astute.
20.
But can go into a potting and break building war with you as well. Over the years, he's applied the tactical side. He's learned it. He's learned it well. Definitely added, and that's the reason why he's won 7 Irish championships.
$21.
Is he okay there?
I
Ran up just a bit too
he
much.
is, judging by my angle. We will see the reaction now from him. I think he's happy enough.
$28.
Ernest is a good man, isn't he? He grew very passionate about snooker. Ernest being the referee, folks. Just picking up the balls this morning. The 2 players.
He is kind of like the American Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown, a Canadian player, goes to pretty much any amateur tournament. We are missing him over here, but sometimes life can get busy. But yeah, Ernst's originally from Holland, but now lives in Houston, Texas. Guess he likes places that start with the letter H. But he had a pretty big steal in this tournament. Beat Ryan Cronin, Irish #1 player. So.
Yeah, definitely.
36.
A shock of the tournament, I would say. The result.
Yeah, there's still frames, Rodney. You never know. There's been known to be streakers at snooker events.
Yeah.
37.
Famously happened in the 1997 Masters final with Steve Davis and Ronnie O'Sullivan. Used to happen a lot in cricket matches in England. Don't ask me why in England, because of cricket.
42.
And obviously football matches in England.
43.
Well, not to sidetrack too much, but in the American football, obviously in Canada, they play the same kind of style. Field is a little bit longer, so about 110 yards.
Right.
And I remember going to a local game back in Vancouver with some friends, and we were sitting at one end zone, and all of a sudden you see a man just drop, just wearing boots, ran the whole field, high
50.
step in, dancing around security guards. I'm like, don't charge him, sign him. That was impressive.
Go
51.
from Brendan. Just to mind his cue ball here. In and out of bulk. Lovely
56.
position. On the right side for left-hander.
57.
Michael Judge takes that frame on the other table. Second frame. 2 frames to 0 up on Davy Morris. 83 points to 44.
64.
The clash of the ex-pros. Incidentally, Brendan Donoghue had 1 season on the pro circuit. As I
65.
alluded to last night, very unfortunate. The season before Barry Hearn came in. The 2009-2010 season. Unfortunately for Brendan, only had 6 tournaments on the circuit. Crying shame, the way snooker was
70.
back then. Previous regime of Rodney Walker and his associates.
Yes, there's a great book written by the late great Clive Everton, Black Ball,
71.
Black Forest and Cue Ball Wizards.
Brilliant book.
Black ball.
So we are at the snooker's required stage here.
78. 79.
Beautiful break this has been. Once or twice just slightly out of position.
86.
In between, but hasn't really kept this. Big thing with snooker is keeping the same pace.
87.
Don't slow down, don't speed up. His rhythm has been spot on here.
Yeah, potential 137. No, and
And
he
frame.
doesn't even get the century.
You won't mind. On to the next frame.
Yes, so we'll see how Daniel Wormsley responds when we come back with frame 4.
Good line.
There might be a little path to that open red on the right side. Daniel's looking like he's really gearing up for it. No, just didn't have the potted ankle, so.
Played the dump shot there, but there was an attacking safety shot on the left-hand side. Use extreme left-hand side. Half ball on the red, just halfway down on the left-hand cushion. And back up to balk. but didn't fancy it. This for me is where Brendan's game has really improved. That I've been playing him in tournaments for 27 years, but his safety has really come on. Can play very almost Steve Davis safety, like it's almost like as if he studied it. Great to see. Man of 42 and in December 43, and he's still looking for ways to improve how to play snooker and looking at different styles. Good shot from Daniel. Ooh.
Foul. Daniel Womersly 4.
Relatively early in the frame for that foul, but things are pretty open, so good opportunity here for Daniel. Get his second frame on the board, entire match 2 apiece.
One.
Black ball tied up. He may feed off the blue for a little while. You won't want to pot the pink, not quite yet, because I feel that the red nearest to the pink spot is on the pink spot. So if he pots the pink, he's going to close down pink for scoring opportunities. I'd imagine he'd be looking for the red off the pink spot to be
6.
potted or moved. Be quite worried about the black where it's at the moment, but I will need that pink in operation.
Seven.
In my cannon, the 2 reds stuck together just on the right hand side of the over by the pink. Looks like a natural angle. No. Wrong again, Rodney. Back
12.
to primary school of the snooker. What makes it interesting though? Everyone has their own take on snooker.
Certainly is one thing calling the shot in the commentary booth. Another one when you have your hand on the table and a cue in your other hand.
Yeah,
13.
It's how you see it as well. Some people like cannons, other people don't. Some people stay the hell away from them.
And knowing your percentages as well, where you excel, where you falter.
Big thing, knowing your weaknesses.
18. $19.
On the other table, I hear 49 getting called by Stephen Foster. The referee, Davy Morris, holding court in the 3rd frame. Coming down, desperately looking to put his opening frame.
It's a nice shot there by Daniel. going around the bulk area. Good angle on the red to save there for the blue.
$25.
Okay, I
30.
was
Premature.
I was 5 shots. Well, that's not the first time anyone has ever said that to me. But I was 5 shots beforehand. Nice cannon, by the way.
31.
A little bit heavy there.
Well, I guess, Rodney, we're going to send you back to the future.
Can you send me back to the 1980s? I love the music scene. And the sporting world.
Well, not to spoil for anyone, but I think both Rodney and I were young chaps around the 80s, so there was that lovely childhood innocence. We didn't need to pay rent. We could just enjoy music, sports, television.
36.
Films as well.
That's true.
$37.
A little bit hampered here. No. Just thought that red ball near his bridge hand was going to come a little bit more into play.
Was a little bit annoying.
Now we see why he didn't pot the pink earlier in this break. The pink is going to go behind that red. Don't think that pink spot is available. So it's going to be glued to this red. Maybe the pink spot is.
And for all you want-to-be referees out there, wonderful work by Ernst right there.
43.
Obviously, steady hand, but his other hand grabs the rest, or the cushion, I should say. He's not putting both hands onto the table.
$44.
And Davy Morris wins the third frame. 2 frames to 1 for Michael Judge in the other semi-final. Might be able to get the black going here. Good break this. Fed off the blue early on.
Do you mind measuring that again?
See, I think it fits.
Put long end to it, to there. So I don't think it goes. Except that needs to be a middle at spot. See what I mean? So that needs to be a middle at spot. I can't even see each spot.
Oh, okay.
Do you agree? Do you want to come and have a look?
I think
Does it sound okay? 'Cause that's exactly half a ball's width.
Yeah.
If you push it up to the side of the, like I did just then.
Okay.
Is that alright?
Sure.
You okay with that?
Oh always great sportsmanship in this game. Everyone wants to have fair play.
In fairness to Daniel, he said to Brendan, if you want to have, if he's querying the referee's call there, and quite rightly too, if he feels pink, it's not, if two players are both in agreement.
50.
Seems querying the call. I think both players are happy with that.
But at the end of the day, the referee's decision is final.
Yeah.
If a player was wanting to protest,
51.
they'd have to put it in writing and submit it after the match. And we've seen a few times some mistakes, but we're all human here.
Yeah. Both semi-finals at the moment. I'm just looking up at the main scoreboard. 2-1. There's a famous quote in William Shakespeare's play, Julius Caesar. When Julius Caesar gets assassinated, Mark Antony says,
57.
"Cry havoc, let slip the dogs of war." And the next few hours will be an absolute street fight between these four players.
58.
Good shot. We're bringing Shakespeare, we're bringing snooker to you live in your living room.
$63.
Yep, can't forget King Lear. Nothing will come of nothing. Speak again. Best thou not please me than not please me at all. And these guys definitely can put something together.
64.
I think it was actually in Cleopatra and Anthony. There was a line in that that said, "Let's billiards."
Did not know that.
71.
Our good friend Dave Hendon, in his recently new book, Pots of Gold,
72.
chronicling the 100 years of the World Championship, since we're getting close in 2027, when the first World Championships was in 1927.
Yeah.
So it's been my travel companion on this trip, and a few chapters in, and it's been a delight to read.
79.
We're getting Dave.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
If you're a snooker fan,
80.
Good standard this match.
87.
Match started at roughly 10:15. 70 minutes in. And effectively 4 frames already played.
88.
and they'll keep playing through. No mid-session interval after the 4th frame. It's only going to actually happen in the final. So, don't want to miss the next frame. Maybe this is time to break away, but
95.
there still is a century potentially for Dan.
Nice break. Featured 7 blues, 3 pinks, and 4 blacks.
And Womersly
Great
95
break.
in the frame.
Yeah, sensational 95 takes that frame 99-0 to tie this match 2 frames apiece. We're now down to a best of 3, an important frame 5 to see who will get 1 frame closer to victory when we come back. Brendan just set to break off, get frame 5 going, see how he can rebound. It's been a seesaw affair.
Ooh, that's a bit 10.
A little fortunate that he ran into that yellow dead in the pace of the whites. Yeah, if we're talking about quotes, Rodney, this one by William Blake came to me. Felt like it parallels a little bit about snooker, but I'd like to hear your thoughts on it.
One.
Read there.
Great pass.
Improvement makes the crooked roads straight, but the crooked roads are the roads of genius.
Wow. Let me think about that there for a few seconds. No, that's an interesting quote, isn't it? So true.
6.
Geniuses will do their own, see things their own way, do things their own way. It's been quite rightly proved.
7.
Don't follow patterns of the majority. So true, that comment. I was just thinking when I
14.
was looking at my clock there when I in the previous frame. 70 minutes and
15.
4 frames played. The quickest average for World Championship final. I'm nearly sure I'm right in saying this. Stephen Hendry and Jimmy White 1990 final went 18-12 and they averaged 12 minutes a frame.
22.
Oh. Well, last year when I was at the World Championships, when Zhao Xingtang played Ronnie O'Sullivan, 4 frames, 44 minutes.
Unreal.
23.
I think the opening session of the Jimmy White Alex Higgins 1982 semi-final. I think they might have played 7 frames in the opening session of that best of 31 encounter.
And then you've got your fellow countryman Fergal O'Brien having a frame of about 2
30.
hours and was it
Yeah.
13 minutes or so or something like that? At least 2 hours.
To be honest with you, I'm not too sure. But going back to
31.
the Higgins White encounter in 82, 7 frames, got played in less than 2 hours. And that was considered quick back then. We have a comment here from Philly Brown. Morning, good morning, Philly. Irish international snooker player in
37.
men's category. Some standard in this game so far. Neither look like missing when in the balls. So true, Philly. Absolute pleasure to watch and commentate on.
Certainly makes our job a little easier.
Yeah, incidentally, in the previous frame on the other
38.
table, Davey had a 105 in the last frame to win the third. Still 2-1 down. Michael Judge. Good standard. Was always going to be. With this tournament, you were going to always have amateurs putting in a
43.
lot of extra practice. Hoping to click for this for the last few days and today for the prize of $7,000. €20,000 in prize fund.
44.
Generous sponsors. As I said previously, maybe the greatest amateur tournament that was ever staged in Ireland.
49.
Definitely the richest. Great to see just what the domestic game needed.
50.
Shot in the arm.
Yeah, I don't know if we have the stats for it, but I'd be very interested to see the frame times of this match. They've been moving on quite swiftly.
This is brilliant. For a match play
55.
semi-final, they're putting on an exhibition.
56.
Yes, if you're in the Donoghue camp, this is good stuff.
63.
It is time to worry a little bit if you're a Womersly supporter.
64.
Lovely shot.
And with that, Black, onto the
71.
Snooker's required stage.
$72.
Have a comment from Angus McAnally. Angus McAnally. Apologies. Good morning, Angus. I hope you're well. Thanks very much for writing in. Brendan is a joy to watch. His focus is one of his great match play strengths.
78.
Sure is, Angus. Sure is. And Philly has come back, and this is only amateurs.
79.
Yeah, just shows you where you have to go if you go try to make a living at this game. So true, Philly. We've discussed that many times
84.
on phone calls and at tournaments.
85.
Back to Angus there. Angus was tournament director at the World Billiards Championships, and I think I'm right in saying that the previous, not last week, the previous week in Lanwoody. Nice, lovely man. TV personality in the
91.
Irish world.
Great to
On
hear.
children's TV in the 1980s. Musician, DJ,
91.
and
And the
billiards enthusiast.
Fantastic. So Brendan breaks down on the 91, but it's good enough to get him a 3-2 frame advantage. Daniel Wormsley needs to pull up his socks a little bit, and hopefully he can force a decider and get a match win or a frame win in the 6th frame. But we'll see what happens when that starts in a few moments' time. While they set up the sixth frame in our featured match, we'll just jump over here to our other semifinal between Davy Morris and Michael Judge. They're in their fourth frame. I think Davy's into it. He's putting together a pretty good break right now.
I think it's 61, Dave. Christian is saying to me 61. Some standard this morning in both matches. Brilliant shot.
Yeah. Anyone wants to
69.
blink this morning, you're probably going to miss the semifinals.
Yeah. Sorry, folks, a 69 break.
So this match as well looking to be going 2 apiece.
Beautiful shot.
73.
As I said at the start this morning, Dave,
74.
the 3 finest players of the modern era in amateur snooker.
Yeah, the century is on here for Davy.
81.
Potential 108.
83.
Oh. So Davy Morse has done well. He was trailing 2 frames to 0, but has roared back to win 2 on the spin. They're tied 4-4. We'll bounce back to our featured match. Looks like we're just waiting for Brendan O'Donoghue just to come back from a comfort break. So this is your cue. If you need to break away for a comfort break, or grab that cool drink or hot snack, the time is now. And we're back here with frame 6. Daniel Womersly set to break off. England's only hope to raise the title here in the 2025 Nenagh Open in Nenagh, Ireland at the beautiful New Institute Snooker Club. It's not just snooker that they do here. They do basketball, squash, some arts and crafts in their common room, but the snooker setup is really nice. It's not interfered by any of those other activities. The walls are done with past champions that have come out of this club, trophies, and a great library of snooker literature. Maybe predominantly donated by Rodney Goggins.
The last 2 shots, great length from both players. This match featuring great with breaks, but also safety is so important. The to get in first, sets the brakes up. They're not holding back. 5 frames in 80 minutes. Quick kills. When they're in the balls. No hanging around. There's been a couple of comments there coming in.
Another great DB, David Brock, chiming in. Hope you did all right in your competition in Manchester, David.
Comment there from Insania147. What's the current tie break? But it's been Gary Power answers it first. 138 from both lads. Daniel Merrigan from Roadstone, Dublin. And Davy Morris, 138 as well on Friday night. 500 euro for the high break. That was dangerous. Needed to hit that a bit heavier, but the fact is, if you needed to hit it heavier, he was going to lose the white with the length. Looking for a tin contact.
One. Yellow ball.
We'll be looking for the line of the brown hair on the bottom cushion.
Then Womersly, 1.
Didn't quite get it. The red up on top and on the black left hand side. Tin contact here with Brendan.
Jason Dowling chiming in and asking what time of the final is. Right now it's scheduled for 3 p.m. Irish time, 3 p.m. And I think we're pretty good on schedule for that, as this match is in its 6th frame and our other match is in the 5th frame. So unless things really grind to a horrific halt, I think we should be in store for 3 p.m. Commiserations to you, David. Unfortunately, you lost, as you've mentioned to us and the viewers, that you lost 4-3 in your competition in Manchester. Well, I have to say, Philip Brown, these are slick cloths, very speedy. The Lieber win, but Rodney, who was a last-minute substitution for this tournament, has played on them, so I'll pass the baton to you, Rodney. How do you feel about this new cloth?
It's the second time, Philly, I've played on these cloths. First being Sacramento. I was impressed with them this weekend. Very quick, very slidey, very slippery. I like them. Yeah, as I said previously, a lot of manufacturers doing different types of cloths. But I'm impressed with Liberan. So much to the fact that I'm going to order one next for my own practice table.
1.
Great shot from Daniel.
Yeah, a lot of pressure on that one. He was missed. He could have left his opponent with a red.
That's right.
And trailing 3-2 in a best of 7. If you just one faulty step, you could be headed home.
David Brock has come back. Hey Rodney, I haven't seen your name in any of the Irish comps lately. No, I've gone away from the game, to be honest. I wasn't even meant to be in this competition.
9.
I came down to help Christian and David for commentary and do a bit of refereeing and running around cleaning up, but later draw at about maybe midday on Friday. I came into the club maybe 11:45 on a Friday morning. I am hitting a few balls, but not to the degree of what I would have practiced a few years ago.
15.
And I got a little bit disillusioned with the game, it'd be fair to say. And the domestic scene. But I have to say, my enthusiasm has been buoyant for this tournament. I was looking forward to going down to this tournament, travelling
16.
down, just even to do the commentary. It's great to see. And I thoroughly enjoyed playing my matches. Bit of movement in the crowd, referee asking.
$23. $24.
That's an interesting shot. Could have played that touch more check side. A little bit higher than you wanted.
Looks like the red at the
31.
bottom of that cluster of 4 around the pink does go.
Slightly and in betwixt and between. David Lynch. Clots are
32.
outrageous, Philly. No matter what we were done with our oldest table, we couldn't get it playing fast. Now it's flying even when cold. Great to see with the tables.
Ooh, just missed.
Then Womersly, 32.
And I feel when I call it on the high black, surprised he left at a high black at maybe 4 or 5 shots ago. I just kept losing the white from then on. Lee Brown's come back Tuesday. It'd be great to hear. We'll try it out for sure. Yeah, we're trying. Oh, great pass.
1.
David Brock has come back. Oh, what a loss you will be, Rodney. You're too good a player and too lovely a guy to let nonsense keep you away. Yeah. Ah, well. I think my name is in for next month's Pro-Am in Newbridge. I'm looking forward to that.
3.
Newbridge CYMS hosting a Pro-Am. Couple of pros coming over. Maybe 6 or 7 pros. And wealth of top amateurs. Looking forward to that. Hope you're keeping well, by the way, David Rock.
4. $10.
I was playing Brendan yesterday, and he's floating balls. They're lovely this morning in his match with Daniel. But it's interesting when he needs the weight on the ball. He's well able. He can play both a nice stun game, but also floats the ball well. Great asset to have.
Yeah, you need the touch of an angel and the strength of a lion in this sport.
$11.
I have a comment here from Insania 147. What's the lineup for the Newbridge Pro-Am? I'm not too sure. I think there's a couple of pros coming over. Matthew Stevens, I know for a fact, is coming over. Liam Graham from Scotland will be playing in it. Then a couple of the Irish pros will be playing in it. North and South, Jordan Brown, Aaron Hill, Leon
17.
Crowley, Robbie McGuigan. As far as I know, that's it in regards to pros. And regarding amateurs, I'm not too sure. I know I'm down for it, all I can say. Looking forward to that. Something different. Oh.
Brendan, 17.
Just stunned in disbelief.
Yeah. He's left a plant, has he?
One.
I think Dan might have been a little bit surprised to come back to the table how this match has progressed. It seems like past few frames, if there's been one mistake, the player's been capitalizing on it and just winning the frame off that mistake. So let's see what Dan can do here. It's all there for him.
Eight.
Surprised with this shot. Thought it'd be red and corner pink to the middle.
9.
Good shot. As I said earlier, snooker is a great game. Not just the one way of playing it.
$15. $16.
40s, currently 47 points lead, 51 on the table, but with this pink to go before it takes third red, leave Brendan needing snookers in the 6th frame. We'll be concentrating on this next shot. Just to make sure
22.
that Brendan won't come back to the table.
Then Womersly, 22.
Sorry folks, I have a total malfunction there. I don't know what's after happening there. He's 38 only. Apologies folks. I've lost the run of myself. David Brock, is that CYMS Newbridge, County Kildare? It is, David, yeah. St. Conleats, yeah.
I think that red was headed for that right middle pocket. Just fortunately the white and it cannoned. So leave anything on for Brendan, but Dan getting really close to take the 6th frame.
I thought he left that red beside the black. He hasn't. Go pop.
Oh, nice long red there.
And cannon the black.
1.
Richard from Richard-C8W. Well, Rodney, just want to give a mention that Cavan CYMS is hosting the former world champion Ken Doherty for an exhibition night. Should be a great night on Saturday next. So that's I'm judging that as the 1st of November, folks, on Saturday. That will be a great night. Ken will enjoy that himself.
1.
And obviously yourselves. Best of luck with that. Great club, Cavan CYMS. I was up there last March. I hope you get great following for it. David Brock, and it's that Pro-Am, Rodney. That Pro-Am is on the, I think it's the 15th, 16th of November, that weekend, or maybe the 14th, 15th. It's Saturday and Sunday anyhow, David. That's a great length. Got the line on with the green as well. Catch him on the left hand red. Go counter.
Dan is a bit fortunate that that blue is relatively safe on the right cushion.
Yeah.
But as well, that black just over the top right corner. Dangerous spots, you know. Might cannon into it, knock it in.
That's a great length from Brendan. Going back to all the people asking me about tournaments there. So many tournaments on the domestic scene now. Great to see so many options, as I said earlier. David Brock has come back in with a comment. I practiced with Kendi 2 weeks ago in red, and what a player he still is. All he is. Wouldn't like to be practicing with him for your lunch money. Great way sometimes to have a diet. Michael Judge took the fifth frame on the outside on the other table in the other semi-final, 77 points to 23. He currently leads Davy Morris 3 frames to 2. Brendan has the opportunity here to shift this blue. Red across, twice across, keep him side cushion, and back. And meanwhile, bring the white up to the cannon the blue off the green cushion. Green being the green ball cushion. No, not playing it. It's a different shot. Might have been trying a cheeky double there. Oh, won't be happy with that placement of red.
So 39 points in it and 43 on the table. 6th frame. Brendan O'Donoghue takes the shot. He's leading the match.
Great length there. Sorry, Dave. Great length. Brendan can get this right into the middle. Black is waiting, but what's interesting is not that he'll make a winning contribution on this visit, but if he can get into a certain position just below that red, and if he can get full ball on, going to put Daniel in a lot of trouble in behind the blue in 3 shots time.
One.
All depends how good his white is with this shot. Needs that to come down.
8.
Won't be getting in behind the blue. Might get it in behind the pink or brown. $31 behind, 35 on the table. Love to leave Daniel in a snooker after this shot.
9.
Ooh.
Needs a colour of a high description, higher than the green. Pots the green, can only level. sure the brown is in his eye line.
Brown ball. Brendan Donoghue, 9.
That shot might be sending us into a decider. Daniel has this yellow into the right middle.
Oh.
Psych.
Two great competitors. Well worth. We're going to a decider. So stand by, everybody. Take a quick little break. This is your cue to take a comfort break. And actually, we're going to go over to our other featured match. Just check in to see how they're doing.
Great safety from Davey there. Great length on the white ball. These two matches have started 10:15, 20:10. Well into their second half of the matches. Great to see this type of snooker getting played. Just shows your amateur snooker is not only in Ireland but internationally. Who's your money on in both matches?
Oh.
Irish.
It's tough, isn't it? 4 of them are playing well.
Might play the bad guy and put the support to Daniel Wormsley.
Oh, brilliant shot from Davy Morris.
And
Screwed the length of the table as well.
maybe my namesake, David Morris, to take it. So at least I'm cheering for one Irishman. So our good friend Raymond Fry just coming into the commentary booth, just wishing well wishes as he's taking off back to Northern Ireland. Well, unfortunately for David, there's most colors are up near the bulk area.
Yeah.
Sorry there, Rodney.
Sorry, Dave. I think Davey has a chance here to get in behind the brown with his safety.
Seventh and final frame, Brandon to break.
We're jumping back over to our featured match here. Decider is on. Handshakes are had. Brendan O'Donoghue set to break off. Obviously, they say in the pro circuit, you just need that one chance. Sometimes it's a couple chances in the amateur, but the way these guys are playing, I think that one chance could seal the deal. Oh, what an opening red there by Daniel Wormsley.
1.
Now, is this the first
5.
chance that he wants, and is he able to take it? It's got the open red. The black is open.
Six.
Angle to come off the top cushion. The loose red below the pack.
$13. $14.
Just didn't get on the right side of the blue. Love to be topside with some angle to can it into that pink and just open up those reds.
$19. Then Womersly, 19.
So he wasn't able to take the frame there, so but it's got a good save. Here's the cue ball. Near the ball cushion. So it's a little tactical affair here. Both players are going to be exchanging some safety shots, trying to force an error.
Big shot here for Brendan.
Gave it a go. Looks like he might be let off.
Good pass. Good solid hit.
1.
Been impressed by Daniel's long potting in this match.
I was impressed with that shot. Not that he got it and the way he stepped up to it. Didn't look like he was backing out of it. If he can get
6.
position on the black, not necessarily on this shot. If you can get the black moving, back on its spot, be key for the match.
7.
See straight on that blue. Just need a bit more angle to come back down for the reds.
$12.
Oh,
Where's this red going though? Wow.
Then Womersly, 12.
31-point advantage here for Daniel Wormsley in the 7th deciding frame of the semifinal of the 2025 Nenagh Open.
One.
I think Brendan feels he has to go for this brown. Get back into the frame. Fighting with himself. Do we play the snooker? One good shot. Get back into the balls. No, playing the snooker. Discipline.
Brendan, 1.
Just fighting with himself there though. Big debate going on in the mind of Brendan or Donoghue. Good touch.
Great weight.
That wasn't easy. There's only a certain area he could hit to keep safe.
Oh, look at that. No, cue ball's gonna be okay. Flirting a little bit with that yellow pocket.
Can't see Daniel going near the pack here. He's going to go for the bottom red, left hand side. Clip it 10. Went full out for that. That surprised me. Lost the length of the cue ball. Thought he would have deliberately played safe there and leave the pot alone. Brendan might just keep Daniel on the left hand side up in bulk. Maybe over to the yellow side. And give him deliberately that pack to aim for. Get reds going. No. Looks like he might go for this. Brilliant pass.
Big shot.
1.
Big shot that was. I think the red up on top of the black. The right hand red. Slightly diagonal. I think that red goes to the left hand corner pocket. Looks like he's going blue into the pack. Blue, pop blue in the middle. Lost the white there with a half ball cannon.
6.
Needed a fuller contact in the 6th frame on the other table, Davy Morris 20 points to nil lead. Michael Judge is in the balls at the moment though. Not sure what break he is on, folks.
Brendan, 6.
It's all go. Great length of white. Couldn't have put it better with his hand. We have a comment from Jamie McGrath, 2291. Great match this is. It certainly is. Oh.
Uh-oh.
That's skinny.
And on these quick labor when claws, it's going to run.
One good pot from Brendan here. I think is he looking for a percentage shot instead of the fuller contact? I think he is. There's a red to the right of the pink spot. And there's more of a natural runoff on it. No, going for the kill shot.
Oh, well.
Oh. It's been quite fortunate there. Very unlike Brendan's very rare Brendan overhits a shot. He overhit that shot. I feel. Daniel can catch him here. Going for it. Might go up for the blue. Leave Brendan on the side cushion if he misses. No. Try to hedge his bets both ways.
Yeah, played that with an element of save, and
I thought he might have floated it a bit more and leave him to the right hand side of the cushion and play for the blue at the same time. Davy Morris in the 6th frame is leading Michael Judge 25 points to 14. Great pot.
1.
Splendid shot. Pot of the match for me. Great cue power. An example of what I was saying earlier. When he wants to get through the ball, he gets through it. And then playing that
7.
lovely floating game that we've seen all morning. Tough shot for positional shot here. He really has to time this. Can't overhit. This is a timing shot. Oh.
8.
He was asking for a lot there.
Yellow ball.
Good contact.
Brendan, 8.
yeah, he was in no man's land there. No easy color to flick off of or anything like that, so. Just a 31-15 advantage for Daniel Womersly. We're in the 7th and deciding frame of the semifinal. Well, Alfred is on for Brendan into the right middle, but it's certainly tough.
He'll drag this in, play for the blue in the opposite centre. No.
Does he have a path for the black? No, he just ran out a bit too much. It was a tough red that could have gone wrong quite easily.
I'm surprised he didn't play it. Maybe he just doesn't like the drag shot. But for the blue,
Brendan, 1.
good length on the white, great discipline. Didn't even look at the blue or the green as a pot. Daniel's safety, the last couple of shots have unravelled, but because of Brendan putting him under so much pressure, hitting a few shots thick, shows you the discipline that Brendan has in his game. He's really matured in that sense. Great pass.
1.
Once again, just
8.
struggling a little bit.
In the twigs in between. Thought that shot was more going to be more of a stun shot and keep the play for the two reds into the right hand pocket. But Brendan was wanting to come across and played the two of them, one of the two in the left hand. Surprised he took that chance. Be fair to say this has been a fragment frame of pots, great safety, but a wandering cue ball has to be said. Is the clip on the red on beside the pink to get up to the yellow? I'm not sure. He could be bringing the middle gunk into play. Looks like he's going for it. The way he's lining up, no.
This long extended spider, please.
It's asking for extensions, and spiders, and
Yeah.
7 points the deficit for the Tipperary man.
And it's there. What a shot.
Brilliant pass. And on the other table, we're going to the decider, folks. Michael Judge, Davy Morris, 3 frames each. You could not get 2 better semi-finals
9.
for standard and tight matches. That's what we want, Dave.
Yeah. Hopefully the final is up to it too. Sometimes we see great semifinals and kind of a him-hum final, but
Good path. Floated it in.
13.
Better position this time.
$14.
We'll have to play the cannon, will he? Pot the black.
just want a little bit
21.
more rub on there. Just open them up. Pink is blocking the potting angle for that red left of it.
Takes the lead by 6 points. All to play for. 2 reds left.
Yeah. 6 in it, 43 on.
21.
Good crowd starting to come in now, Dave.
Yeah, we're starting to see some of the players that have been in the tournament. You may be of the international variety, the overseas Americans and European, well, Central European players coming in, taking a look.
Great length from the Yorkshire man. It's just a little bit off the bottom cushion. Still putting Brendan under pressure. Wonder is it? Might be too skinny for this thin cut, is there? The left hand middle. Wherever the ball's out in the open, so it's nearly almost the next mistake. Next good pot might win the match. Excellent shot selection there. Excellent. From Brendan, the Tipperary man. The room expects and waits for the local man. He's took a chance there and he's got away with it. Brown has come to his rescue. Playing that shot well. All match. 2 of them have, in fairness. The dump shot. This tricky enough.
Oh, watch out for that yellow.
He played that well. Played that well. The red could have came in behind the yellow. Red could have went over the pocket on the yellow pocket. Now could be looking for white behind the black here. Great length. Great length. What a shot. He's giving them problems and equations here. Can't play the dump shot because double kisses on. I'm really interested to see his shot here. shot wasn't on. Was always getting a cannon there. I think he was looking for real skinny contact there.
Cover on the brown. I don't
Think
know.
so. I think he's on it, Dave.
Yeah, he's gearing up pretty quickly, so that looks like it is on.
All about his white hair.
1.
All about the whites, Dave. Bottom cushion, green side cushion, back out for the red to the green ball pocket hair. No, he just used one cushion.
3.
Surprised me there. Proficient with the rest.
Another big shot with the rest on this red. Got to keep your cool. Just stay in the moment, one shot at a time.
Good ball.
4.
10 points ahead. Great white ball.
9.
Big shot here, yellow to green.
Yeah, very much so, Dave.
Pretty much will be the shot that will get it him
Ernest,
into the final.
Ernest looking very...
Up the pace.
11.
Hit that well. Get there. Didn't think he'd get through as much. 17 ahead. Needs up and including the brown ball.
Which he doesn't have the angle on the natural angle on the green.
$14.
Mid-range brown. Or frame and match. Oh,
Lovely queuing. Lovely queuing. A feature of Brendan's game
18.
throughout the years that I've noticed, very like Mark Williams, always backs himself. Sometimes he won't play the obvious positional shot. And there with the green ball, he didn't take any to go as close to the brown as he could have.
And great tenacity.
Great
That's gonna
blue.
do it. Let's out a big sigh of relief.
The locals
23.
will be happy. Great match. Thoroughly enjoyed commenting on that match with you, Dave. Great
Daniel
game that
fought
Daniel
hard.
played.
Yeah.
Brandon, 23.
Daniel's got to be happy with himself.
29 behind, 13 on the table.
Now the Englishman is fighting. Stranger things have happened.
Colvin O'Brien has come in. Player from Carlow, plays the domestic scene. Good man, Rodney. Good to see you back, buddy.
Just needs to roll this pink to the yellow pocket.
Michael Judge is on a break of 27. It's 27 points to 5 in the deciding frame.
Yeah, the conclusion of this framing match. We'll jump over there to see the conclusion of their semi-final.
And the balls. Michael George is on break of 42. The last two shots Brendan has played up and down from balk. He's aimed for the black, actually for the black to go to the top cushion. Excuse me. He's been unlucky.
Oh, and that's unlucky there, Brendan. Some handshakes. The hometown boy, Brendan O'Donoghue, with a 4-3 match win. He's going to jump into the finals. We'll jump over to our other semi-finals to see how this one concludes. Michael Judge at the table.
Couple more breaks to add to your list.
Cheers.
So these are the breaks.
Break. And here we join Michael Judge. Side and frame.
59.
59 break. 54 points a lead. Didn't quite get in through the black there. Position 67 on the table. 3 reds on side cushion, 1 on top cushion. He will go for this in the middle.
Judge 59. One.
Davy Morris 1.
Davy was trying to snooker Mick behind the green there, obviously, but also his concentration was to take the red off the side cushion, the left-hand side cushion. He's done that, but the white has popped out. 53 the difference, 59 on the table. Making the right moves here. It's vital. Oh,
Where's this red going?
good line, but he's left a big pocket. I would say Davy will go for the inside red on the left-hand cushion with the red over the pocket. Big target. Good pot. Slightly lost the white. Will be hampered with the left-hand red, brown into the middle. I think the black is a little bit thin to the right-hand corner.
Yeah, at this juncture, that's a risky black. Very thin.
He needs this cut. He needs this pot.
Oh, Davy.
The tough shot. Yeah. That was a tough shot. We'll be paying attention to this shot. Definitely. This puts the match beyond reach. It is over.
Oh, and there's
Michael
the handshake there. Here comes the
Great
judge.
friends.
Here comes the judge. Michael Judge, you are moving on to the finals to face your fellow countryman, Brendan O'Donoghue. Commiserations to Davy Morris. He fought hard. 2 deciders in our semifinals.
Great.
What are
great
we
morning.
in store for the finals? So we're going to have a couple post-match interviews with our winners once they get some celebrations from their significant others. And then we'll be returning here at the New Institute Snooker Club in Nenagh, Ireland for the final at 3 p.m. 3 p.m. Irish time. Definitely don't touch that dial, and we'll see you in a few. And welcome back, everybody, to the 2025 Nenagh Open. Fresh off an exciting semi-final victory. Brendan O'Donoghue, how are you feeling?
Shook. Yeah, sure, I feel great. I played well there and scored well. Dan scored well. It was a really nice game to be involved in. I wouldn't have been too disappointed if I lost. Dan played really well, and I played well myself. I didn't miss too many, and it was it was nice. It was nice. There was a big crowd in there at the end, and it was nice to play in front of your home crowd, and people are clapping, and you can kind of hear there's real enthusiasm, and they want me to do well. So it kind of helps when I'm 10 days into the tournament and wrecked. So I need a bit of that. Yeah, it was brilliant. Yeah, I'm delighted to win.
Is that really kind of propelled you? Because in the decider, it was a seesaw affair all match long. We pretty much definitely at the beginning thought it was going to go to the decider, and it did. Was there anything in that deciding frame where you felt, okay, now I've got it?
No, I was unlucky a couple of times, kind of playing positional shots, and I didn't get a chance to win it earlier. And then Dan was a little unlucky as well. He played a couple of positional shots that didn't go right, and neither of us kind of got in clear cut early. He got 30, I got 20 something, then I got 15 again, and so I got 20 something at the end. But it was kind of scrappy, even though there wasn't anything missed. We kind of broke down, couldn't complete the breaks, and had to play safe. I don't think there was much. I don't think we missed pots much in that last frame, but we broke down on positional play a little bit. But yeah, sure, look, it doesn't matter. Last frames are, someone can knock in a long red, make a 100 break, or they can go on for an hour and a half. You don't mind. You just want to be on the right side of them. But as I said, I wouldn't have minded being on the wrong side of that. Dan is a lovely fella, great player, and it was a really good game. And I enjoyed playing in my home club in front of my home crowd. It was nice.
It's good to hear. So you were going against Michael Judge in the final. How are you feeling about that?
Yeah, sure. It's sure great. Like it's I suppose it's great to have an all Ireland final, and sure Mick is a great guy, one of the nicest lads on tour for forever, and brilliant player, pro for 20 odd years, class of 92, Crucible, you name it, he's it all done, Irish championships. So yeah, look, it's just a pleasure for me to play Mick, and yeah, really looking forward to the test, and yeah, that's it.
Well, congratulations on a great run tournament. That's one thing, but also
Thanks,
a
Dave.
semi-final win, and good luck in the final. We'll be looking forward to seeing that when that happens at 3 p.m. today.
Thanks very much, Dave.
All right. This is David Burney at the 2025 Nenagh Open in Nenagh, Ireland. We're going to take a quick commercial break and be right back with an interview with your other semi-finalist winner, Michael Judge. And welcome back, everybody, to the 2025 Nenagh Open. We're in our post-interview set over here with another semi-finalist winner and finalist, Michael Judge. How are you feeling?
I feel great now after any time you beat Davey, you have to feel good. He's a world-class player. He should be on the Pro Tour, We all say that. We all know how good he is. I think he's talking about going back to the Q school this year and giving it a go, and I think if he does, he'll get on, He's a class, quality player, and apart from that, he's a great guy off the table as well. I know him since he was a junior, and he's a good lad, So, but he's beaten me many times, so it's nice to get one back on him,
True, you did storm up to a 2-frame advantage, and then he came back and won 2, and how are you feeling at that point?
Yeah, I had a nice fluke to win the second, and then it evened itself out. He had a nice fluke and made 100 off it to go 2-1, and then he, as Davey does, he comes back strong at, he's never going to lie down and roll over, so I knew it was coming, but just had to be patient, I didn't really get much of a chance for 2 frames, so just, years in the game to know, be patient. If the chances don't come, you shake his hand and say, well done, but if they come, you've got to be ready to take them, and the last frame there, I was surprised, he put a lovely red, and he missed an easy brown. He was actually looking at position, it was actually a careless shot, it wasn't even pressure, he missed it by. So yeah, I took advantage of it. nearly had a frame-winning break and got over the line in the end. So yeah, delighted.
Well, semifinals can do that. That pressure. How did you manage to just keep that pressure at bay?
I just close my eyes and hope for the best. No, listen, you just try and keep in the moment, stay still, try not to twitch. It's easier said than done because there's a lot of pressure out there, you know. You know, anytime you're in a position to get to a final, it's you want to beat it. You don't want to lose in the semis. So, but yeah, I held myself together quite well, to be fair. So I'm happy enough with that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the final now.
Well, great to hear. You're going to be facing Nennagh's own Brendan O'Donoghue in the final. How you feeling?
Yeah,
about that?
listen, another great guy, another great player on his home turf. So I think, as Rodney would say, I have to make him favourite. I think he's gone, is he? Yeah, he's a great player. He's, you know, I'll have to be at the top of my game to beat him, but I'm looking forward to it. Listen, I've done well getting this far, considering I'm only back really playing a couple of months, you know, so I didn't really play last year. So yeah, delighted to be in the final. Can't wait, going to enjoy it, see what happens.
Yeah, sometimes you can feed maybe being that underdog. That can just give you that spur to get over the line.
That's it, yeah. When you don't have much expectations, sometimes you get better as the tournament goes along, which I've kind of done, you know, so get my practice in the tournament.
Well, Michael, congratulations for making the final of
you.
this Nenagh Open. We're looking forward to seeing you in action against Brendan a little later today.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
And it's David Burney here at the 2025 Nenagh Open. The final is set. Brendan O'Donoghue and Michael Judge will be going down at 3 p.m. Irish time. 3 p.m. Irish time. We'll see you then.